Madam Dansuah,
yes,
you joined the first protest.
Yes, I did.
And then this one too. What informed you? I mean, it was about the youth. And I was happy to see you. What informed you?
You fix the country. In a democracy hub. Because I'm being Nika I'm a mammy, about fata I'm here. Now my papa efo I'm a da. Sunny I'm a mammy, adomoshi, a hame. Oh, ya domoshi, a hame. First day, Oliver, ke man kwa chole I feel salon. I make a police say agbasani fine. We did what none is any warfare.
I have a brofo from the
What?
I can't brofo.
I should speak English now. Okay. What we should have done? We did. What you want, Uchumo? Okay. We wanted to make an impact, and we made an impact.
Okay.
Day 2, when I got there, I saw a woman with a child of about 4 years old, and another child. We're both girls, about between maybe 6 or 8, and the woman was weeping. She was weeping and insulting the president, and I said to her, "Please, we are here for Galamsey, not the president. So stop the insults and join us to protest for the water." So she joined us. Ralph went and knelt down in front of the 2 little children and gave them all his money. When I turned around, there was another guy standing there, folded in 2, weeping for the children. When I turned back, Ralph was like a volcano shaking, ready to erupt. He was shaking so badly. I put my arms around the first guy and I said, "Please, you have to stop." Then I went to Ralph and I said, "Ralph, don't do this. If you do it, I will do it too."
Oh.
So I couldn't comfort Ralph. There was no way I could comfort him. So I went to the police and I engaged with the police. And I started chatting to them and telling them that this fight is for every Ghanaian in this country. I told them that they were my children. Just because of their uniform, it doesn't mean they are escaping the poisoned waters. Their mothers in the villages will drink it. Their children will be affected. Police were smiling at me. Police were winking at me. But the uniform prevented them from moving. They were standing in a row in front of us. You know, everything that happened the second day happened from pain and passion. The young men, when they saw that woman with her kids, the way it hurt our hearts, all of us, it was too painful. It was too painful. Oliver arrived. They said they were taking our food and water away. Oliver said, "No, this is what is going to keep us going during the day."
The police wanted to take your food and water away.
They were towing the vehicle away. They brought a tow truck to tow our water and food supplies. Our loudspeakers were on its sound system. They were towing it away, and the young people climbed onto the tow truck to stop them. So they brought the police and removed them and surrounded the tow truck plus our vehicle. I even climbed on top. I was asked to get down. I got down. Then I remember Oliver was giving a press conference. By that time, I had asked my housekeeper to bring my 2 kids, adopted grandchildren, to me because she was going to the hospital to visit somebody. And you can't leave them home alone. So bring the kids. I'm leaving because they had got our supplies and everything had gone. And it was like everything was quiet. So I said, "So me, I'm going home. So bring the kids and let's go home. Visit the woman, leave the kids with me, and then we go home." So I was with one of the little girls, the 10-year-old.
Okay.
And I wanted to engage with the police. And Oliver was with the media, talking to them. And all I heard, there was like, the police were in a row. And then like between 3 and 5 policemen arrived and said, random arrests.
Oh, you heard?
I heard it with my 2 ears, this and this ear.
Random arrests.
I ran. Oliver was not far from me. He was like where I am and where the air condition is.
Okay.
So I ran quickly and shouted, Oliver, random arrests. And he turned around, and when he looked and saw it was me, I said it again. The order has been given, random arrests. And we all started to run. Why? That was when the children and my housekeeper and I got separated. We were all together. They said I put my grandchildren in a dangerous situation. The order that was given is what put us all, every single person there, in a dangerous situation.
It was the order.
It was an order. I heard it. I was going to engage with the police when I heard it. Random arrests. So now everybody started running. Nobody knew what was going on. And that's when they started picking random people up. Because it was random arrests. Instead of just saying, right, pick up Oliver and his people, the ones you've identified, you said random arrests. So random arrests took place. And I remember they were, because I was with the child, I went to one side, and then my housekeeper with the 8-year-old was ushered towards the Elwak Stadium. They were ushered that way, and I managed to go towards. Then one policeman told me, I have to go with my people, though. They are going to Elwak. So instead of walking on the side where everybody was, I walked on the side of the Trotro station. And we reached the point, I saw they were bringing them back. So I entered the Trotro station with my granddaughter. And we went and hid inside the Trotro under the seats. That is what we did. And then the police realized some of us had not been picked up. So they started searching the Trotro station. And I was with one of the guys who have been kidnapped. He's always beside me. His name is Sadiq. Sadiq raised his head up. We were hiding under the seats. He raised his head up. He said, oh shit, they've seen me. They're coming for us. The police that came for us, me, I am old. My bones, the joints don't work like they used to. So I was struggling to come out. The policeman wanted to pull me out. Oh yes. And another policeman told him, leave her. Leave her. Let her come out on her own. So I said to the little girl, what? And I dragged myself out and we got down. The policeman, there were 2 policemen who like guarded us to the where they had bollarded off. Okay. As we got closer, that is when the nastiness started. They didn't touch us when they picked us up. But as we got closer, the little girl was beside me. I had my arm around her, and I was holding her dress like this. Okay. And they wanted to take the girl from me. And I told her, nah, mommy, nah, can't me, mommy, wah, but trust our grandma, but like a grandma is small boa. And she said, and she held me, and I held her. So the policeman took this finger and started pressing it back. Your finger? My finger. And I asked him, are you going to break it? He said, yes. Oh, he said yes. Then he let go of that. Can you identify the police officer? I mean, I'll never be able to identify him. All right, in the heat of everything, yes. You cannot. Okay, then he took the thumb and started bending it backwards. And I said, are you going to break this one too? And he said yes. At that point, we were now at the barrier where it was. And I was handed over to a policewoman. She said she was taking the child from me. And I said, no. You are going to bring social welfare or social services. I will hand this child over to social welfare, not to you. There was a policeman there. I will identify him when I see him. When we were on the march, I saw him. No, not that one. There's another one. Okay. He said, hey, you have caught this woman. A car right now. Bring a car. I don't care what vehicle you get. Get any vehicle. You've got this woman. This, their mouthpiece. Oh, this one. Put her in a vehicle now. Send her off. Then there was a policeman sitting at the back behind him, quietly in glasses. He said, let the woman and the child go. The man said, no. This is their mouthpiece. Kai, we've got her today. She's going. And the man looked at him and said, let her go. So a policeman was told to escort me and put me in a car. She escorted me, and when she was escorted, she was behind me. So she put her right hand on my shoulder from the back and was pressing. And I said, why are you doing that? Do you want to break it? So she moved her hand and put it on the other shoulder with less pressure. And the little girl and I were ushered. Once we passed the bollards or whatever they are.
The police barricade.
The barricade.
Yes. Once we passed it, they said, go. I said, that's what you said, you were putting me in a car. They said, no, go. So I took my small girl, crossed over the road. The police even stopped the traffic for me to cross. And just as I was going, I met a gentleman who said he had escaped because he had been smart. When they shouted the random arrests, he didn't hear, but he saw the way they were behaving. He went straight into the trotro station and bought a t-shirt and changed his t-shirt and bought one for his friend. But his friend has been picked up. So we all stood there quietly talking. Then some Caucasian guy, I don't know which radio station he's with, begged us for an interview, and we told him what was going on. Then I wanted to book a boat, but by then I was really shaking, you see. So I couldn't even manage the phone, and I was with the little girl. So a trotro arrived. I said, "Na bote mommy." As we entered the trotro and we were about to sit down, she says, "Police say ya trotro." Now the girl has a negative idea about police. Is that right? I don't even want to go to the 6-year-old. The 8-year-old.
What happened to her?
She got picked up with the housekeeper. They tried to take her from the housekeeper, and the housekeeper said no. So they took them to Central Police Station, where they were kept. The 8-year-old cried. She wept and wept and wept that the commander of the police station himself felt sorry. And he gave them 30 cedis and said, take lolly fare and go. And you, the housekeeper, come back, I think the next day or something. They bought a small meat pie for the girl and a mineral, another police. They said the housekeeper said the way the girl wept was not a joke. They felt so sorry for the girl. So another policeman came, gave the small girl 20 cedis and told them, go. They were given money. I have not been given any money. If they gave me any money, I would have insulted them and torn it up in front of them, because I don't need their money to eat. I feed myself. We fix the country.
So it's not true when they came out that the police gave you money?
They didn't give me money.
Okay.
They didn't even stop a car for me. They just told me to go. So as I said, they stopped the vehicles. I crossed over that street that leads to Elwak. I crossed over. I went and stood just before the trotro station chatting to people. I am 62.
Whoa.
Yes, I am 62. Now, since I got involved in all this demonstrating, I am now taking blood pressure tablets. Had they arrested me as the man wanted, my doctor has told me, your pressure is too high. You have to take these tablets. And I'm like, oh, I won't take them. She said, you have to take them. So I took my son to the hospital with me, and he said to me, if you don't take it, you will have a stroke. So had they taken me to the police station, I forgot to take the tablets that morning. I could have had a stroke. And the housekeeper has kidney and liver problems.
Your housekeeper? My
housekeeper has kidney and liver problems, and she drinks herbs. So if she had been kept and not allowed to drink her herbs, she would have had some problems, health problems, at the police station too. You see, what they did, they didn't think. The person who said random arrests didn't think. I am not that well educated, but I have 3 bits of common sense in my head, which I can use. And I would have said, pick up their leaders. The whole thing will collapse.
Yes, I mean, get the leaders.
Yes, that is why I also always say, look, if you want the galamsey to end, pick up the kingpins. It will collapse. Who buys the pump action guns for the illegal
miners?
Who buys it for them?
Who
buys the machinery for them? So Democracy Hub, I've asked me to read this.
Okay, so
we are hoping for the swift release of all 50 Ghanaian citizens that were kidnapped by the police. We are expecting a full investigation into the unethical practices displayed by police, including but not limited to lies and misinformation about providing papaye and staging photographic evidence. We are fully behind organized labor and any other institution who is joining in the fight against Galamsey. We recognize the sacrifice they make, and the Ghana youth population is in full support. We are all supporting organized labor. Let's do what we have to do for the children. Me, I don't mind going to the grave today, but I worry at night. I can't sleep when I think of those tiny little kidneys of theirs. When you see some of the babies that are being born like aliens, who wants to get pregnant and produce an alien child? We don't have a system like UK where you can go and apply for disability allowance for the child for the rest of their life. We don't have a social welfare system that will support the child. Why are we poisoning the children?